Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is going to be on if Christ knows or doesn't know the day and the hour. This is Basil's explicit answer to it in his letter 236. Let's get into it. So the argument that he's answering is premise 1, to possess the divine nature you have to know all things. Premise 2, Mark 13:32 says Jesus does not know the day or hour, therefore he does not know all things. Conclusion, he doesn't have the divine nature. Okay. So Basil answers, he's like, phrases such as no one or no man, they're not always absolute exclusions. For example, when it says no one is good but God alone, it's meant to be a but, he is not actually excluding himself, but he's identifying the Father as the ultimate primary source of goodness, because he even calls himself the Good Shepherd. So therefore no man actually means no man or angel has first or original knowledge of this except the Father, because he is not the arche, the source without source. He also then goes and he says, okay, what does Scripture actually say? So Scripture calls Christ the image of the invisible God, the wisdom and power of God. And if knowledge is a part of wisdom and Jesus lacked knowledge, he would be an imperfect image and he wouldn't actually be the wisdom of God. Therefore, he did not lack this knowledge. And he says the way to prove he didn't lack this knowledge is to look at the same book. Matthew, well, it's not the same book. It says in Matthew, but the point of contention is Mark 13. But anyway, Matthew 24, he actually describes the events and signs of the end times, and he says, the end is not yet. Why on earth would he say the end is not yet when he has no clue when the end actually is? Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. It's a very unnatural reading to read this and be like, okay, he doesn't actually know when the end is. And he also gives another answer, which is where Jesus often spoke from his humanity to fulfill his mission, such as give me a drink. This is obviously a human action, a human desire. And saying, I don't know the day could reflect his humanity, not his divinity, since he would have two natures, two sets of natural attributes. And you can easily, which is the way most Latin people like Ambrose and Hilary answered this, which is they just attribute it to his human nature. And he harmonizes the accounts. Matthew only says, but only the Father. Only is used in contrast to creatures, not the Son, because all the Father had their mind. But Mark adds neither the Son. So in Matthew it's no man or angel knows the hour, but only the Father. And Mark says no man nor angel, neither the Son, but only the Father. And he tries to harmonize them. And so he gives an interpretation. He says Matthew 13:32 could mean it's a statement according to his humanity, which is the way Jerome answers it, etc. It could also be a way of pointing to the Father as the fount of first cause and of all knowledge, but also saying the Son derives his knowledge from the Father. And he explains what it means here. Mark 13:32, it could mean the Son would not have known unless the Father had known. It means the Son's knowledge is not separate or inferior, but it's derived from the ultimate source. So yeah, that's basically these three interpretations. The interpretations Basil gives in his letter, which I highly suggest you should read. So yeah, that's about it. How he answers how Christ doesn't know the day or the hour in his letter 236. Go read the letter. It'll take you 20 minutes. I just summarized it here. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless.